work? I hope so. So I haven't done any emails about this. I haven't done any promo. I just thought, considering I live streamed my script writing on Wednesday this week, I thought I would live stream me filming it within 48 hours, as is promised. You know what? I think I've missed it. I think I filmed it 2 days ago in the morning. Now it's the afternoon. So it's slightly over 48 hours. You'll have to forgive me. I just thought this would be an interesting way to kind of tie off that particular, I can't think of the metaphor, saving my energy for filming. So I didn't realize it was like I was bloody the press of 2 buttons away from this starting. So you're gonna now have to see me like setting stuff up as well. But welcome to the studio. You've probably seen stuff in the background already. But here's a bit more of the room. My desk, much too messy. Got a notebook there, cat calming spray there, because our cat's crazy. A few receipts I should have sorted out. A few other bits and bobs. I think Olia would have some words to say about my desk setup. But anyway, I maybe have gone a bit premature here with starting this being set up. But I can flip my camera. Oh, that's my WhatsApp. Let's hide that. Yeah, should have thought of this before I started. But anyway, here's the thing. This is where we're going to be filming from. Never you mind the dust. Crikey, that's worse than I thought. I shouldn't have touched it. So this is kind of what we're looking at. This is the last thing that I really need to sort out. This is not a professional's lighting setup. This is very much a cheap $20 spindly light stand. But in any case, let's see now. Where is the best spot to put this so you can actually see what I'm doing? If you've ever wondered, real plant, you'll notice if you watch my videos, it's gradually getting longer in the background. Okay, let's pop this, pop it here. You kind of see what I'm doing, maybe? Okay, well, that'll have to do. Welcome to the live, if you're watching this live. Welcome to the replay, if you're watching the replay. I am, for anyone who missed it so far, I'm about to film the video. Hello, who have we got? DJ Chill, the official DJ Chill. Holy moly. Not some pretender, we got the real deal. I'm gonna film a video right now, which is the video that I live streamed on Hello Susanna. I did a live stream writing this script 2 days ago. So much in the sort of vein of practicing what I preach, I'm filming it approximately within 2 days of writing it. So I thought I would live stream me doing that as well. And so now you're also gonna watch me setting up for what that's worth. So here we go, we've got the Elgato teleprompter, great piece of tech, terrible software. Looking for a different kind of software, if possible. Curious if anyone has any recommendations for teleprompting software, because Elgato's one is, in theory, it like listens to you as you speak and it moves the teleprompter as you go, but it doesn't do that. It breaks immediately. So it's kind of useless. So for my last few videos, I've had to, because I don't have like a remote, I've literally just had to hold up my Apple mouse and like scroll as I go like this. It looks kind of terrible. DJ Chill, seen a few of my videos, they're very good. Well, thank you very much. Kelly O'Donnell, welcome. Hi, thanks for coming in. I'm gonna try and get this underway as quickly as possible, just setting things up. So I should probably do a bit of a tech haul as I'm doing this. The camera is the Sony A7C II. Is that how you'd say it? II. And the lens is a camera lens that I have attached to my camera. So I am just making sure we're all centered. That's looking pretty good. So this is what I do. Like if I'm filming, I have this. When I'm working, this bad boy fucking knocks the camera out. Look at that. Look at this. This feels like, if you've seen The Office when Steve Carell like moves the TV like an inconsequential distance to one side. That's kind of what we're dealing with here. But in any case, have this screen here just so I can keep an eye on my notes. Okay, so I think we are good. Yeah, hopefully there's no sensitive information on display, but we'll see. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is get my scripts up and ready. At this point, you're coming with me. Look at that. We got actual people watching me doing this. Fantastic. Okay, so look at this. It's like you're living through my exact eyes. There we go. So terrible $20 light is on. What I tend to do is move this out here-ish. This is how the pros do it. Yeah, like I was saying, lighting is the last thing to be upgraded. I finally got a properly decent camera. I had actually Ali Abdal's old camera, which I still have in the background here. Bloody hell, 16 people are watching this. Holy moly. So yeah, this is actually one of Ali's old cameras, which does still work. But there was an issue with it that meant it was just like, it was constantly refocusing. So it was like every time I filmed. But I thought as a little like, you know, piece of the background, it kind of made sense to have it there. And then we've got, so, oh, okay, this is not, does not belong there. But in any case, we've got copies of books that are by people I know. Actually, Nicholas Cole, I don't know. We've DM'd a few times, but I don't know him. But Justin, big fan of Sponsor Magnet. Go and check that out if you haven't, if you're into sponsorships or like just want to start getting sponsorships. No audience is too small, worth a go. Building a Second Brain, Tiago Forte, currently working with his team, and they're just a wonderful bunch. And this has been very, very useful for just reframing how I collect information and then redistribute it among my different platforms and things. Good work, and Path is Path. Paul Millard, great guy. Let me just stay in his apartment in Austin when I had no hotel booked. And these books are just good for rethinking life and work and things. And then it's just a bunch of other random stuff. This is an important step. Turn on the little light behind us, because I think that gives a nice little ambiance to things. Okay, so here's what we're looking at. There's a familiar background. We're slightly off being even, but I only have one hand free, so we're going to just leave it. So teleprompter. Sorry, this is some shoddy camera work. Right, that's plugged in. So I think we are kind of underway here. All right, teleprompter is on. So what I'm going to do is open my Elgato terrible software, which hopefully will trigger something somewhere. Hello, here we go. Okay, so over here, I am going to grab the script that we're filming. So you can see we've got currently 2 videos being edited, 2 that are filmed, ready to be edited. And then this is the bad boy that we're going to be filming right now, which we wrote in the live stream a couple of days ago. So I'm just going to have to put you down for a second. I don't have the hands to spare. Actually, God, I wanted to shave before filming this as well, but I haven't. So we're just going to have to accept it. So yeah, copying the script across from Notion. We're going to throw that over into the teleprompter software. And we should be underway and filming in the next 5 minutes, hopefully. Okay. So that is in there now. Matt Ash, thanks for joining. Do you think YouTube script writing differs much from other forms, or do you think the skill is the same? I think it's broadly similar, but there are certain structural things that I think are different. There's a very surface level answer. I think it's very similar to copywriting, very similar to like marketing material. But I think it's meaningfully very different from, I guess the difference between short and long form, right? It's very different to writing a tweet. It's different to writing a LinkedIn post for the most part. But it's very similar to marketing copy, in my opinion. Less so entertainment, but educational stuff is 100% the same as far as I am concerned. Okay, so just going to name this teleprompter video so I know what it is. So you can see like down the side here, I've got like a list of all the scripts that I've recorded, a bunch of settings. I think we're kind of good to go here. Let me flip this back around. Yeah, man. Oh, I should have shaved. Really should have shaved. If only it grew here, we'd be fine. But it doesn't. We'll just go with the like wintry, he's growing a beard because he's freaking cold vibes. Okay, so these days am back to doing like manually filming on the camera and separately filming on recording my audio on Audacity, because when I was using Riverside, for some reason it wasn't playing ball with like the settings, so it was coming out in like 720p rather than 4K, which is what it should be coming out in. So that's what we're doing for now. So we've got Audacity open over here, cameras on over here. I think I might just need to delete a couple of bits from my memory card so that we've got enough space to film this. But it should be a pretty quick video to film, to be honest. When we wrote it together, you and I, in the live stream the other day, it was only just shy of like 1,000 words, I think. So it's definitely on the shorter side, which, you know, it is what it is. It might make it a little bit easier to film here today. So let's see. Last thing to do before we start shooting is I'm going to delete a couple of files from the memory card. Then we can just crack on. Let me know what you're up to today. Anyone who happens to be watching live. I hope you're having a good Friday. Happy Friday to everyone who's here. Yeah, I mean, this is one of the last things I'm doing today. So pretty chilled. Okay, I think we can probably afford to get rid of this and this. Move you to the bin. Okay. Oops. All right. Your first YouTube live, official Yennefer. Well, welcome. Is this like the official Yennefer from The Witcher? That would be bizarre. They didn't even have YouTube in those days. In those days, as if The Witcher is actually just from the past and not a completely different world. Okay, right. I've cleared enough space on here. It's not the official Yennefer. Shit. Okay, bro's name is like yes, that is a good point. My surname is vastly different to the color of my skin. I'm glad someone has finally pointed that out. It only took 28 years. Okay. All right. So I think we're pretty much there. I don't know what the best angle is for this to watch me filming this. But what we're going to do, check that we got the right input. Recording device, Rode, yes. Cool. Okay. I'm just going to check we are facing the right way on the camera. Fabulous. Okay. What I would normally do is use my phone as like a second camera screen. There's a thing called the Creators app. And that lets you like focus using the camera, but with your phone. But because I'm doing this, I can't do that. So I'm going to have to just check with like a screen recorder if I am in focus-ish, more or less. Please focus on my face. Okay, I think we're good. Shut the door. Are we in business? I think we pretty much are. Okay, cool. All right, well, for the sake of what you'll see later, we're now in. This is what we're going to be filming. So for anyone who has variously not been here since the start of this or has just joined, this is the video that we wrote together on a live stream a couple of days ago. And I'm now filming it to prove that that's, you know, to prove that I'm really doing it, I guess. Okay, so we are recording on the camera. Final check to make sure. Am I in focus? Yes, I am. Sick. All right, well, I'll keep it open just to be sure. Grace L, my editor, I'm live streaming me filming this. So at points I might be talking not to you, and at other times I will be talking to you. Live stream people, sometimes I'll be talking to my editor, sometimes I'll be talking to you. Okay. Recording audio, I think we're pretty much good to go. Okay, I don't know about any of you, but the first few goes recording something, I'm kind of, I don't know, I need a bit of time to loosen up. I feel a little, just like not super free, a little bit self-conscious, a little bit like unable to riff. So we're going to see. Maybe this little bit of chat I've had with you is going to mean that I'm like already feeling a bit more loosey-goosey. Fingers crossed. Crikey. This may be the most disheveled I've looked for a recording session. Should have bloody shaved, but I didn't. But we're going to go with it. Okay, so I haven't actually looked at this script again since recording it. So I'm going to just a quick peek to make sure I'm happy with the hook especially. Let's just test it. There really is no secret to what keeps people watching longer on YouTube. I'll be pointing at a piece of text. And if you're trying to increase your attention, the problem isn't knowing that this is the important thing, it's knowing how to use it properly. Because back when I ran my agency, even my best writers were falling into a writing trap that completely confuses viewers, reducing their attention and ultimately wrecking your retention. Which is a shame because it's really easy to fix. No, let's get rid of, I originally had a line that's like, which is a shame because it's really easy to fix, but that was starting to feel a little bit long. So I think we'll can that. So let's talk about how to absolutely nail curiosity in your next YouTube video by making a tiny tweak to your script structure. Okay, I think that kind of works. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Boom, we got 15 people watching me doing this. Fantastic. Is this a good angle? Where would you rather be? Do you want to be like behind me watching it happen here? Or maybe you want to be up here so you're like, you can see me in motion a bit more. I don't know. We can change it up here and there. Let's go with that for now. Okay, final check to make sure I am actually recording. This is something I do not want to screw up. Okay, good. Audio is recording. Right, Gracel. Here we go. Be kind to your editor. Make sure it's easy to sync up your video and your audio. Okay, let's just get into it. Let's see what happens. Thank you for joining everyone on the live. I appreciate it. This is the script that we wrote on Wednesday. Now I'm going to film it. So let's crack on. Now, there really is no secret to what keeps people watching longer on YouTube. And if you're trying to increase your retention, the problem isn't knowing that this is the important thing. It's knowing how to use it properly. Because back when I ran my agency, even my best writers were falling into a writing trap that completely confuses viewers, reduces their attention span, and ultimately is going to wreck your retention. Okay, might do one more take of that, but that's pretty... I might just finish the take. Grace L, I'm talking to you now. And I might try the whole thing again afterwards. So let's talk about how to absolutely nail curiosity in your next YouTube video by making a tiny tweak to your script structure. Oh, got a dry old throat. This is so cool. Well, thanks. I'm glad. I'm glad you think so. I appreciate you being here. Is my water bottle in shot? It may be. It may well be. Also, my screen is often like I notice it afterwards, just in shot. So I need to try and keep that out of the way. Okay. Glad to catch you live. The science of raising horses. That sounds very interesting. I grew up in the countryside. I love a good horse. I'm curious to know more about you. But thank you for being here. We've just done the hook. I think Gracel, I think that take would be fine. But I'm going to do it one more time just in case. Once the sirens have stopped doing their thing. Okay, cool. Let's do it again. Just check I'm not a little bit too high up. Okay. All right. Boom, 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 boom. There really is no secret. Okay, no, wrong mode. There really is no secret to what actually keeps people watching longer on... Fucking hell. This is a regular problem I have, is just like elbowing this thing. Let's go again. Now, there really is no secret to what keeps people watching longer on YouTube. And if you're trying to increase your attention... Yeah, let's go again. There really is no secret to what keeps people watching longer on YouTube. But if you're trying to increase your... Let's go again. There really is no secret to what actually keeps people watching longer on YouTube. Okay, what I'm going to be doing here is like pointing at a word, and so I'm trying to coordinate that at the same time. Okay. There really is no secret to what actually keeps people pointing at the wrong time. There really is no secret to what keeps people watching longer on YouTube. And if you're trying to increase your retention, the problem isn't knowing that this is the important thing, it's knowing how to use it properly. Because back when I ran my agency, even my very best writers were falling into a writing trap that completely confuses viewers, reduces their attention span, and ultimately wrecks their retention. So let's talk about how to absolutely nail curiosity in your next YouTube video by making a tiny tweak to your script structure. I think that's the one. Please, Gracel. I think that's the one. Okay. Okay. I can't remember, like I wrote this in the live stream. I haven't looked at it again since. So this is probably not the optimal way. I am optimizing for speed, consistency. Ideally, I would have sat down and looked at this again, but we're plowing on. This is going to be interesting. Now, to show you how easily this can go wrong, I want you to listen to this extract from a script and see if you can spot the problem. I had a bit of a voice crack there. We'll go again. Now, to show you how easily this can go wrong, I want you to listen to this extract from a script and see if you can spot the problem. Okay, now we're into a pretend script. To understand which type of soil you need to grow your tasty parsnips, we need to talk about soil density. One more time. To understand which type of soil you need to grow tasty parsnips, we need to talk about soil density. But I would never have understood soil density if I hadn't heard of a principle that's so important, gardeners who don't understand it never manage a successful harvest. And to show you that principle, I'm going to reveal what my gardening mentor told me in 1989. Solid, that's fine. Okay. So what's the problem here? I think that's fine. Yeah, that works. I mean, you might have noticed that we threw multiple curiosity gaps into that. Again. Now, you might have noticed that we threw in multiple curiosity. Let's go again. You might have noticed that we threw in a multiple curiosity gaps. That's why I'm getting confused. You might have noticed that we threw in multiple curiosity gaps, which is a good thing, right? I mean, I hear YouTube gurus talking about this all the time. You gotta get them curious. Hit them with the multiple curiosity gaps. Okay, guys? More curiouser, more better. Okay. This is too much. It's way too much. Fucking hell. All right. The audio is, well, let's say peaking over here. I think we need to do that dialed down by like half. Okay, let's try again. You might have noticed that we threw in multiple curiosity gaps, which is a good thing, right? I mean, I hear YouTube gurus talking about this all the time. You've got to get them curious. Hit them with multiple curiosity gaps. Okay, guys? More curious or more better. It's too much. It's just too much. I don't know how else to read it because it's all in caps, which is my fault. I did that, but now let's try a British version of that because I think the egregious American accent is probably not fair. We're gonna try it one more time. Okay, all right, let's go again. I'm exhausted. Now you might have noticed that we threw in multiple curiosity gaps, which is a good thing, right? I mean, I hear YouTube gurus talking about this all the time. You've got to get them curious. You've got to hit them with multiple curiosity gaps, okay, guys? Because after all, more curiouser equals more betterer. I don't fucking know. I don't know. Gracel, I think, could you leave in the second American one, like which is the one I did before, and then that one, the most recent one? Just put them both in, and I'll just see if which one I like. And if I don't like either, then just cut it out. Okay, all right. This is better than a telenovela. Telenovela. You know, I can't even speak anymore. I've done all my speaking. I appreciate you being here for this insanity. Okay. I've never looked more unhinged with the scraggly beard and the I don't know, big woolen jumper and the screaming. Okay. Well, look, the problem is not that we've opened multiple curiosity gaps, which is a good thing, by the way, but it's the way that I did it which was bad. So let's break down exactly why this way of opening a curiosity gap is a disaster for retention. Yeah, I'll do that last line one more time. So let's break down exactly why this way of opening curiosity is a disaster for your retention. I'm sat too high, am I? I don't know. Okay, let's just go with that. Okay, no, too low. Is it Felix? Is it Felix? I'm not sure I understand. I'm not Felix. It depends what you're asking. Said hi. I'm very confused. Thank you for joining, everyone. You've just missed the most unhinged part of this recording, and I'm hoping from here on out things are going to be a little bit more normal. So let's go on. Okay. So let's break down exactly why this way of opening curiosity is a disaster for your retention. Okay. Now let's imagine this white line is the viewer's level of understanding. Let's imagine. Fuck me. Now let's imagine that this white line is the viewer's level of understanding of the video topic when they first click on the video. Now in this case, we tell the viewer that we're going to reveal the perfect type of soil to grow tasty parsnips. That's the thing the viewer wants to know. Let's call it A. And we could fairly say that once the viewer learns A, their level of understanding of this overall topic will have increased. So we're going to put A slightly above the original level of understanding. Welcome, anyone just joining. We are about halfway through this most unhinged of YouTube scripts. How far are we in? 27? I would say if you watch the replay and want to see the maddest bit, go to like 23, 24 minutes. That's where I spent the last of my energy, and now we are back to base level, let's say. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'm sure you're not. So I'm recording a video now. So if this is out of context, that's why. There's a camera just over here. I'm recording my next video. But I thought I would bring you in to the process, if we can call this a process. Okay. So far, so good. And in fact, the next line was okay too. We told them that to understand A, the perfect type of soil, they'd first need to understand something about soil density, and we'll call that B. Think of it like one more time. Think of it like taking half a step back and then a step forwards. Think of it like taking half a step back and then taking a step forwards. Not liking that. Think of it like taking a half step back and then a step. No. Bracel, please use one of the previous two. Thank you. But this is where things really went off the rails. Because before we've even slightly dug into the topic of soil density, we then introduced another curiosity gap. Something about a... Okay. That's fine. Something about a gardening principle, C, and then to understand that, we said they first have to fucking fuck. We didn't say that. That's just what I'm saying now. Okay, I might try this whole bit again. Because before we've even slightly dug into the topic of soil density, we then introduced another curiosity gap. Something about a gardening principle, we'll call that C, and then to understand that, we said they'd have to first understand a lesson from an old gardening mentor, which we'll call D, I guess. Soil density, gardening principles, a wise old gardening sage? I mean, what the hell am I actually supposed to focus on here? Okay, there is some unhinged energy in this recording, but I thank you for making it possible. Yeah, I mean, of all the things as well, this script is about like the most, I'm using an example, like an imaginary example of a script that does not exist, that is about soil density. So it's already a very unusual topic for a YouTube video. But hopefully you'll see this come together and it will teach a valuable lesson about script writing, but we will see. Okay, what we're seeing here is the difference between a curiosity gap. What we're seeing here is the difference between a curiosity gap and a curiosity cavern. And when we try to make the viewer curious about too many things at once, it makes it unclear. I'm looking too low, I can feel it. If only this teleprompter thing followed what I'm saying, I didn't have to scroll with this thing as I go. My word. But once again, any recs for different teleprompter software that is not Elgato's terrible software, please let me know. Thank you kindly. What's going on in the chat? Hello, I am new. Well, welcome in. This couldn't be a more unusual introduction, but thank you for joining. We are currently, for anyone who's not aware, we're filming a video now. I got the teleprompter just here, lighting thing, audio on the go, camera's recording, hopefully. And yeah, we're like 2/3 of the way through, but thank you for jumping in. I thought this would be an interesting behind the scenes. Do you use Elgato teleprompter? Yes, I do. I love the teleprompter, I just hate the software. And everyone hates the software, and they're just not doing anything about it, which is bizarre. Been thinking of starting a channel for 10 years, but haven't even taken the first step. Could you please tell me how to break the shell? I may not have the sort of bandwidth to go back and forth on too deep an answer to this, but I'd say if you are struggling to get started, the easiest thing is to just do what I'm doing now. Maybe not live streaming it, because this is like a little bit weird and stressful, but just sitting down and just pressing record and just trying to talk about something. Just talk to the camera, see how it feels, spiel about anything you like, maybe go in with like 5 or 6 bullet points. Sorry, Grace L, my editor, for the aside, and just see how it feels. And then from there, you can start figuring out, okay, what felt good, what felt bad? Do I need more script, less script? Yeah, kind of go from there. But feel free to email me. We can talk more about that stuff. Okay. What we're seeing here is the difference between a curiosity gap and a curiosity cavern. Because when we try to make the viewer curious about too many things at once, it makes it unclear what they're actually supposed to focus on. And this is particularly difficult to diagnose in your retention graphs because the viewer might not realize that they're confused until halfway through the segment when they suddenly start to wonder, wait, what was this segment actually about again? Okay, we're on a roll. Let's keep going. So let's break down exactly how to deploy curiosity in the right way so that your viewers stay watching for longer. Okay. Now, if you're familiar with my approach to script writing, you'll know that I teach, okay, one more time. Now, if you're familiar with my approach to script writing, again. Now, if you're familiar with my approach to script writing, you'll know that I teach the structure of setup, tension, and payoff for each subtopic within your video. And the problem with our soil example is that we basically had several setups all stuffed together. So the first step is simple. We'd simply split up B, C, and D and treat these as their own topics. And, okay, yeah, that's fine. That's the end of the segment, or the end of that line. And our first segment would therefore start off, and our first segment would still start off pretty much the same way. To understand which type of soil you need to grow tasty parsnips, we need to talk about soil density. Right. But now, rather than jumping into the next curiosity gap, remember we moved it later in the script, we'd actually explore the topic we just created curiosity for instead. And then our payoff for that segment might look like this. And now you know about soil density, it's, oh, fucking hell, let's try that again. And now you know about soil, no, I've done that bit. No, that's fine. And now you know about soil density, it's way easier, I'm looking too low. And now you know about, soil density, it's way easier to choose the right type of soil. And can you guess what comes next? Well, it's the setup that we push later in the script, which we can neatly transition into something like this. But that raises an important question. How much soil do you actually need? Welcome, anyone joining the live or leaving the live. We are recording a video in progress. I appreciate you being here. We're coming towards the end of it now, which is good because I need a stiff drink after this. Okay, right. Oh no, we need to do a bit more. Okay, sorry, Grace, I'm going to restart that a little bit. But that raises an important question. How much soil do you actually need?
Well, to explain this, I'm going to reveal what my gardening mentor first told me in 1989. So if we recreate our diagram from earlier, where oh my gosh, yeah, let's have some more water. Now, if we recreate our diagram from earlier, where we were effectively taking 3 half steps back just to take 1 step forwards, this new approach means we're only ever taking a half. This new approach means we're only ever taking 1 half step back before moving a step. This new approach means we're only ever taking 1 half. This new approach means we're only ever taking 1 half step back before moving a step forward, because we're no longer stuffing curiosity gaps within curiosity gaps. I've written like 3 times within curiosity gaps. One more time. This new approach means we're only ever taking 1 half step back before moving a step forwards, because we're so close. This new approach means we're only ever taking 1 half step back before moving a whole step forwards, because we're no longer stuffing curiosity gaps within curiosity gaps. So while creating multiple types of curiosity is good, you've got to make sure that each point of curiosity is properly resolved before opening the next one. Okay, that's kind of the end. Now the end screen call to action. Welcome in. Josh is here. We're watching George go through a script. I hate to be his editor with this one. Yes, Gracel, I can only apologize for the constant asides. Yes, Josh, I am recording the script that I live streamed writing on Wednesday, and it has been unhinged. That's all I'll say. But maybe we should make some shorts out of this, because it's been, or maybe not, maybe it could spoil my entire reputation, because there was one point where I think I completely lost contact with reality. Anyway, we're on to the end screen call to action. Home straight now, everyone. Let's do it. Hopefully this is going to generate an enormous 12 to 18% end screen click-through. Let's find out. Now you know, but not with an approach like that. So now you know how to, one more time. So now you know how to add curiosity to your videos without confusing, no, wrong intonation, let's go again. Now you know how to add curiosity to your videos without confusing your viewers. I'm not smiling. I should be a little bit more cheery. I look miserable. So now you know how to add curiosity to your videos. One more time. Now you know how to add curiosity to your videos without confusing your viewers. But what if I told you that actually, one more time, fucking so close. Does saying the F word mean a live will not get pushed? Because this live ain't getting pushed. You're 21 today. It's a happy birthday to Blake. I'm sorry this is what you're doing on your birthday. But I very much appreciate you being here. And I hope you have a great day wherever you are in the world. All right. I hope this is the low point of your day and it gets better from here. So now you know how to add curiosity to your videos without confusing your viewers. But what if I told you that actually writing the script is the 4th step in my 5-step writing? I fucking punched the mic, didn't I? I know, we can go from the halfway point. But what if I told you that actually writing the script is the 4th step in my 5-step writing system, and that you'll never stop overthinking script writing until you learn to know the first bit? Okay, one more time. But what if I told you that actually writing the script is the 4th step in my 5-step writing system, and that you'll never stop overthinking script writing until you nail the first 3? So watch this video next to learn what those steps are and why you shouldn't start work on your next script without them. Fucking punch the mic on the last word. That was a good take, by the way. Okay, let's go one more time. Just the last bit. So watch this video next to learn what those steps are and why you shouldn't start work on your next script without them. So watch this video next to learn what those steps are and why you shouldn't start work on your next script without them. There we go. That's that. We're done. Cool. Been applying your videos of the course. Just wanted to say it's been a massive help. Thanks. Oh, I'm so pleased to hear that. Thank you very much, Gillum Woodshop. Appreciate it. That's great. I'm very pleased to hear it, and thank you for dropping into the live. I think we're there. So Audacity there, script there, teleprompter there. Yeah, that's the lot. So I'm gonna get this uploaded. This is not a good angle. Gonna get this uploaded, send it to my editor. There's a bit of a lead time on these because we're doing a video every 2 weeks, and I'm like 5 videos ahead. So you may not see this for until like early 2026. But thank you for being here on the live. Official Yennefer, I feel like, unless there's anyone else here as well, in which case I don't want to miss you out, but I appreciate you, I think, being here from start to finish through all of the madness. Josh, thank you for dropping in. Woo, I did it. Yes, and everyone else, thank you for coming in. I'm just going to scroll up through the chat and see if I missed anything. Help me a lot with scripting. Rafal, if you're still here, I'm very pleased to hear it. Thank you for coming. Definitely should have shaved before filming that. What can you do? Okay, cool. All right, I think I will leave it there. Cool. Thanks very much, everyone. How do I end a live stream? Like, genuine question. What do I do? If anyone knows, there's like an X in the top corner. Is that going to delete it? Or does that stop it? What if I press plus? Start a Q&A? I'm just so scared to screw this up. No, I've done it. I've never finished a live stream on my phone. I feel like I'm an absolute boomer right now. I don't know how to use my phone. Okay, I'm going to press the X and see what happens. Stop streaming. Sick. I will. All right. Thanks, everyone. Speak to you soon.